Hello, Diaz here, founder owner Greenwood Dental. Welcome to a new series. We are calling it After Hours with the HABAs. HABA is basically the combination of both names, my husband IHAB and Slava. So I thought we'll use that as a title. So this is the first time. My husband's very camera shy, but he decided that it's okay for us to tape him. He brings a lot to the table. And I thought it would be very useful and helpful to get his feedback to help the viewers understand how we do things, the challenges we conquered, and our skills basically and policies. So, hi, Ehal.
Hello there.
How are you today?
Good.
Yeah, TGIF?
Yeah,
Friday?
thank God it's Friday for sure.
Yeah, I know.
Absolutely.
All right, so let's start with just the definition or defining who are you in this organization we call Greenwood Dental Partners.
Wow. So I'm the president and CEO of the company, but I wear many hats. I will work up front with the business team. I work behind the scenes. I try to help the clinical team as much as I can, even though I'm not clinical, but I help them with any insurance questions or anything regarding patients, payments or anything like that. Other than that, I try to run the entire business top down. So I take care of all the financials of the company. So I'm pretty much the business end of it, and Slava is the clinical end of it. So she's in charge of all clinical aspects of this company. I'm in charge of all business or financial aspects. So pretty much everybody from the business team reports to me, and I work closely with everybody, and I jump in everywhere. I have no problem working in the front or the back or wherever it might be. So, yeah.
So how's that going? Balancing?
It's tough.
What's so tough about it?
It's just as we grow, we have several offices now. It's a lot more difficult to work up front, for instance, in one office, and maybe I might be needed in another office. So,
how many offices do we own?
We have 3 now. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so hopefully we'll see how it goes from there, and hopefully add some more in the future. But right now, 3 is good enough for now.
Yeah. Comfortable enough?
Yeah, it's comfortable right now. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so what's your title in this organization?
Yeah, just president and CEO of the company.
President and CEO of the company. All right. So one of the other most common questions, how did you end up here?
Ooh, boy, that's a good question.
It's a long story.
That's a long story, but I'll make it really short for you.
Yeah? How short?
Very short. So I worked in the semiconductor industry for 20 years. I worked in a lab environment. A lot of clients of ours we were a third-party laboratory. So a lot of the big companies, semiconductor companies, that's what the division I worked for, would come to us, and we would try to help them solve their problems, whether it be a fabrication issue or it might be an R&D kind of question that we need to solve. So not to go into too much detail, that I moved through from working when I first started in the lab and kind of just a general lab employee, and then as I moved up I became director of marketing and sales, and then running one other lab. So that was one of the big things, and then it was bought out by an investment firm. Actually 2 investment firms. It went through 2 cycles of that, and after the second one, it was kind of like the same idea as DSOs buying dental offices. It becomes more of just numbers, and they don't care about the customers. So I said to myself, I need to find something a little different, and Slava asked me to come on board in 2016 to help her stabilize Nashua and hopefully grow from there, and then we did. So we added the 2 offices one in end of 2017 and 2022 now. We just started with Hudson here.
Yeah, so, that's where we are actually.
Yeah,
this is the third office. We're sitting in Hudson, which is weird because we talked about it a lot and we planned it. And is it weird for you to see it like actually you're in it? Where like
so it's weird because not as weird as that the first one was very different. Nashua, that was very interesting because it's the first build out we did. We learned a lot from that, and then we built Burlington in Burlington, Mass, and that one is also doing very well there. And it's we learned a lot from Nashua. So when we built Burlington, we definitely improved on the design, and then when we built Hudson, we had some tweaks we needed to make from Burlington. There wasn't many changes, but some small tweaks, and now we have Hudson. Now we have the brand, and we have the model of the dental office. So now we're good.
Yeah,
we're good now.
So real quick, what's your background?
So I have a PhD in surface analytical chemistry. And that's why I ended up doing work in the semiconductor industry. So, and I did a postdoctoral fellowship after that, PhD, and I worked again for 20 years. So it was long, it was tough, but it was good.
Oh, it was very intense.
It was good.
Yeah.
Yeah. It actually.
You got to travel the world, though.
I traveled all over. Yeah. But coming here, the intensity is very different. It's a lot less. But again, it's very customer oriented, very patient oriented. It's the same idea as where I worked. There's no difference. But again, it's different, but I like it for sure.
You just answer the next question. What's your first impression about dentistry?
Oh yeah,
coming from the semiconductor industry.
Yeah, it's another. It's another type of business, but all the businesses that I've worked in, so working in the laboratory or even working at National Semiconductor, which was not a contract lab, I worked inside a semiconductor fabrication facility. That was, everything was all customer oriented. Same idea here, everything's patient oriented. And we have a lot of moving parts, employees and patients, so it's different but similar.
So do you feel like some of the skills that you gained in the semiconductor industry was
very useful here?
Came in handy
very
for
useful.
you?
Yeah,
what can you mention?
Most of the financial understanding of profit and losses and balance sheets and cash flows and things like that. Production, collections. So all of that is. All of these ideas of financials are very similar in most industries, so they're not different. So it's
just different products.
Different products. You're selling. I don't want to say selling dentistry, but it's not really selling something. But it's very patient focused here. But
you don't need to hire a scientist, by the way, just to run a dental office. But we were fortunate enough to have such a analytical, and I said it in one of my actually videos on YouTube, that we're so fortunate to have somebody with analytical mind, very objective, very logical, to really keep calm and keep kind of like the composure when just we have crisis or conflict and stuff. That I think, from my point of view, that was very, very helpful.
No, I think it's a good synergy between myself and the company for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Do you miss your the semiconductor world?
No, not really. I mean, the science was great. The people were great. I didn't have any issues.
Do you apply your science to the things you do? It's just the analytical part.
It's the analytical part of it, not the actual physical chemistry or anything like that. But I apply a lot of the problem solving and a lot of the financials and things like that.
You're so great with that.
Yeah. So
it's
great.
Very. I don't know what we'd do without you.
Honestly,
I'm honest.
All right.
I'm not kidding.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I won't say it on camera. It's not true.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. So you're enjoying yourself now?
Yeah, it's really good.
You are?
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah? All right. Anything you would like to add?
No, I have.
Are you sure?
No, I'm good.
All right. Well, we are out of time, believe it or not, because I want to keep these videos about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
But he'll be back, I promise you. We are going to upload these once a month. because he's really busy and he's stretched out in so many different directions. But yeah, I hope it's aimed for anybody that's trying to open a business or working with a spouse, or they have a partner, or, it's almost like a family business kind of thing. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and thanks for watching.
Thanks. Bye-bye.